The Washington Commanders head down to Atlanta for our Week 4 matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. In order for us to get the dub against the Atlanta Falcons, it's 3 things that we must do in order to secure the dub. Also, the final injury report is in, some people is in, and some people is out. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders.
Okay, Commanders fan, before we get into this video, if you will, do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on, so the way I can keep you in the know with everything Commanders. Now let's get right to it. Commanders family, here we are, under 24 hours away from the big game tomorrow at 1 p.m. We on the road this week against the Atlanta Falcons, and we down a whole lot of guys I'm sure you all know of. You already know Jaden Daniels won't be playing. You already know Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, John Bates, a whole gang of other people that won't be playing. They just ruled out Percy Butler. He will not be playing. So today, we finna go over this injury report, and we're going to get to my 3 keys that we must do in order to win this game in Atlanta. First up, before we get into this episode, let's go over the injury report, and let's get that out the way right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would turn yourself to the screen, as you can see, let's go through the first 4 guys. They will be out for the game. We already spoke on them. John Bates, tight end, Noah Brown, Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin. All 4 guys are out. Now, Percy Butler on this list was listed as questionable, but he will not be in. The report just came out that Percy Butler will not play. Ja'Cory Krosky-Murray will play. I expect him to play a little. I don't think they're going to put much of a load on him. They ain't been doing much early the first 3 weeks anyway. They ain't giving him the ball like I think he should be getting the ball. Also, Trey Amos, he is full. He will be playing. Carson Yankoff will be playing. And I know the list don't look as long. It's a few guys that went on IR. Also, another roster move that just came up. They brought up wide receiver Tay Martin. I spoke on him the other day when I figured out that when we found out that Terry McLaurin won't be going this Sunday, and I told you all the young guys got to step it up. And we was trying to figure out what type of moves they will make in order to fill the voice for Terry McLaurin not being there. Now, I know Terry McLaurin ain't been putting in much work, though it seems he hasn't been putting in much work. But he's a big part of our offense, and he took up a lot of attention, and they was putting so many people on him, double teaming, triple teaming him, making sure you keep a man over the top, underneath. They were doing everything to make sure Terry McLaurin did not wreck a game. And now that Terry McLaurin is not there, it's going to be a little tough. Now, all eyes on everybody else. That means Deebo Samuels won't be as open as much unless he just go out there and route a few people up. He been putting in all that work this offseason with the route guard. It's time to show what you've learned over the offseason. We're going to lean on Deebo Samuels to be the main receiver, which he should be, as he's been all training camp. So we're looking forward to Deebo Samuel to step up and lead. Now, I don't know if they're going to have Deebo Samuel doing a kick return. I wouldn't recommend it. If you know that you don't got nobody else to actually help it with the wide receiver room, I would take him off kick return. But we shall see how that's going to turn out. I will put Jeremy McNichols back there and let Luke McCaffrey do what they do. And then let Jalen Lane take off on the punt return like he been doing. But we need to preserve Deebo Samuel energy out there on that field. Also, like I said, they brought up Tay Martin. I like Tay Martin. I like him a lot. Now, a lot of you all probably looking for Ja'Cory Brooks, and they didn't bring him up. So evidently they see something different. Now, it don't make sense because they didn't bring up Brooks, and he was on the practice squad, but you re-signed Tay Martin to the practice squad during the week, but you let Tay Martin come up and play. If he was more ready, he was in a better position to play this season, why not keep him on the practice squad? But anyway, that's for a whole nother episode or whatever the case may be. But Tay Martin was elevated. Him and cornerback Antonio Hamilton, both of those guys were upgraded to play, and they're going to be active on Sunday. So we got some type of help coming from them 2 guys. I would like to see Tay Martin get in the game, but I'm pretty sure they're going to give Jeremy Lane, Jalen Lane, and Luke McCaffrey, they're going to give them a shot, first dibs on, the playmakers, see how many reps they can get, see what type of effect they could bring in this offense. Now, I like Jalen Lane, man. He is a sneaky wide receiver, man. Like I said, they hit him on a couple of slants. He's not the average big body wide receiver where you could put in a slot and then sit him on a quick slant or whatever the case may be, because he don't have the body type when you got to put the ball on him. But you definitely can hit him with a deep ball. They tried it last week. Mariota tried it. One thing about Mariota is not afraid to put the ball up there. Not saying that J.D. Daniels is afraid to put the ball up there. I'm just saying Mariota, he going to let it rip. And that means it's going to be many, many opportunities for Jalen Lane, which I expected it to be when it came to Jaden Daniels. But Jaden Daniels just was not cleared to play in this game tomorrow. So it's all good. We're going to get it done with Mariota. Now, let's get to the keys of the game. I only got 3, and I ain't going to be before you all too long. I got 3 keys to getting this dub in Atlanta. First up, we're going to start with, at all costs, stop Bijan Robinson. Stop Bijan Robinson. Now, this is the toughest thing to do. Now, Bijan Robinson is top 2 running backs in the league. Top 2 running backs in the league. If we can get to him early and often, I think that we will have a better chance to win this game. We got to keep him under a certain threshold, because he can wreck a game, and he's going to be out there breaking ankles like he Allen Iverson out there, okay? The way he cut, the way he moves and jukes and spins and hurdles, he one of the ones. And I'm pretty sure y'all know he one of the ones. What we're going to have to do is we are definitely going to have to stop Bijan Robinson. There's several ways you can stop Bijan Robinson. We need to make sure that we team tackle. We got a team tackle. If somebody can stall him a little bit, if he happen to break the line of scrimmage, we're going to have to stall it. We're going to have to stall him out as much as we can to team tackle. You do know they like the outside zone. They like to run to the perimeter. They like to hit whatever is left side, right side. They like to hit the outside. And we struggled in that area last year and in this year as well. But our defense, I like our defense. We just have to make sure there's not one guy trying to take them down. And if it's multiple guys at the ball, if everybody can just attack the ball as if, he's going to break the tackle, expect him to break the tackle. Expect him to make somebody miss, because I think that he will. He's going to make a couple of our defenders look foolish. But at the end of the day, if you got help on the way, everything will be okay. So we just got to make sure that we team tackle. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, and this is no particular order. We need to make sure that we control the clock, control the timing. We need to win the time of possession against the Atlanta Falcons. The best defense is to keep Bijan Robinson off the field. And I mean this. Bijan Robinson can give you about 3 touchdowns if you don't do the right thing. We got to make sure we run that ball. The same thing we did last week. Every running back, even the quarterback, everybody got to get their hands on the ball. Everybody needs to get a little piece in order to get this thing done. Everybody's going to take a team effort, whether it's Marcus Mariota, whether it's Chris Rodriguez, whether it's Jeremy McNichols or Bill Krosky-Merritt. We need to make sure that we approach this situation as a collective, like everybody. I'm talking about even Deebo Samuel. We have to keep the Atlanta Falcons offense off the field. They down their number 1 cornerback, A.J. Terrell. We down our number 1 wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. So it's a pretty even matchup when it comes to wide receivers and secondary. I do like our chances, dog. I like our chances. If we can make sure that we win the line of scrimmage and control the what you call it, the time of possession. I'm sorry. If we can control the time of possession, we will be all right. Last but not least, defense. I'm going to stick with the defense because there's so many things that we can do, but these are 3 main things that I recommend. Defensively wise, we have to make sure that we do not let Kyle Pitts have a breakout game. Listen, Michael Penix loved tall receivers. He loved Drake London. He loved Kyle Pitts. We have to make sure that we put the clamps on them guys. I hope to see Donnell Savage up this week, ready to go. I think Preston Smith is going to be getting more snaps this week. We're going to have to put the work in. We got to play sound defense this weekend. Always, every week, complimentary football, special teams, defense, and offense. Everybody got to put the work in. This will not be an easy game by a long stretch. Everybody thinking, oh, it's the Falcons because they ain't scored last week and they trash that, the Commanders possibly could lose this game. I'm not worried. I think that we have a plan in place to do what we need to do. Just don't put it all on Marcus Mariota. Make it a team effort in order for us to get this W. Do not turn the ball over. We don't turn the ball over, we be straight. Defense just got to do what they do. Offense do what they got to do. And special teams got to do what they got to do. Don't put it all on one phase of the field. You can't. Make it a team effort. If everybody do what they're supposed to do, we will be fine. I'm not worried at all. So real quick recap of what I said. First, overall, you got to get to Bijan Robinson early in offense. Slow down Bijan Robinson. That's number one. And number two, make sure that we control the time of possession. Make sure we keep Bijan Robinson off the field. Make sure we keep him off the field because he can go crazy on us, and I don't want to see that. Third, I want to make sure that we put the straps on Kyle Pitts and Drake London. We got to. We struggle against tight ends. We need to make sure that we turn things around this Sunday. We down Will Harris. That was our number one cover tight end guy. So if we can find a way to put the straps on Kyle Pitts, everything will be all right. And Drake London. Listen, Marshawn, we need one of your best games. Now, we don't want to see a whole lot of penalties out there because you're known for that. But even if we got to put Trey Amos on him, we need to make sure that Drake London do not get going because even those two guys get going, their offense is powerful. They just haven't really quite put it on film yet. They haven't quite started hitting on all cylinders yet. Let's not be the team that allowed them to get back on track. Let's put the pedal to the metal and let's make sure that we handle business on Sunday. We do those three things, I guarantee you we'll win the game. What are your keys to the game? Drop it down in the comments. Also, my final prediction, I believe that the Washington Commanders will win this game on Sunday, 24-17. 24-17. I don't think we're going to be able to shut them out. I think they're going to be able to score some points. 24-17, that's my final score prediction. Drop down your score predictions in the comments and let me know how you think this game will turn out. What's your keys of the game and what do you think the final score prediction will be? All right, that's going to do it for your boy. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Before I go, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Let's get it. Long live my brother Rico. I love you. May you rest in peace forever. I'm out.